So here finally, we're going to talk about just some awards that our guys got in the Snohomish baseball program. There's quite a few that we hand out, but just, commemorating kind of the tradition that we've had here for a long time. Behind me, you can see the trophies that we've had. They'll be up, they're right in our cafeteria, just on the south side of our gymnasium that you can go and see. Your names are on there from the award winners that we got this year. But first off, starting with our JV team, the first award we have is our Sarge's Grinder Award, a guy that, was looked at by his teammates as the leader and the captain of the team, really embodied and embellished what the coaching staff was really trying to get across. And Mason Podol, congratulations, you were voted the Sarge's Grinder Award by your teammates. Next up was our Offensive MVP. This is a guy that hit over 500 on our JV team and did a tremendous job. I, as a coach, got an opportunity to be down and watch some JV games throughout my season. But Andrew Lynch, congratulations, Offensive MVP for our JV team. Next up is our Defensive MVP Award for our JV team. And this is a guy that flies around, one of the fastest kids in our program. Another guy that, is a tremendous leader and has great instincts in the outfield. But a guy that did a great job, tracking balls down the outfield. And the winner of that is Mason Podol. Congratulations, Mason. And last is our Pitching Award, the guy that excelled on the mound and did a tremendous job there. Guy that was, I think, 3-0, 4-0 on JV, who was right around a 1.8 ERA, and that's Kaplan Sterlingson. Congratulations, Kaplan. Okay, next up, going to be some of our varsity awards, and there's quite a few you may have seen already, talking about each individual player, but some that may not be mentioned. We're going to highlight him here a little bit first. I just want to thank our three captains, Andrew Whittingham, Josh McCabe, and Dylan Schwartzmiller. You guys all got plaques for what you gave to our program, and you're kind of, trying to follow what the coaches are representing. You guys led in a very positive way, and you did everything on the field to make set an example for our young guys as well as the rest of the guys in our program. So Andrew, Josh, and Dylan, can't thank you guys enough. And I also want to congratulate the two guys that are going to be captains of our team next year in 2023, and that is Cale Hammer and Nicholas Sakamoto. Congrats, guys. Okay, next up is some of our award winners for our varsity team. First up is the Brett Ellis Coaches Award, a guy that, Brett Ellis was a guy that played for my dad, and he did everything right on the field as well as off it. He passed away at the age of 21 after he graduated high school, and was a guy that led in every single part of, being part of a baseball program with on the field, off the field stuff. And we always select this winner as a guy who really embodies that. And that winner is Andrew Whittingham. Congrats, Andrew. Next guy is the Ray Roglin Most Inspirational Award, a guy that's always vocal, doing the right thing, setting the tone by example, and just being a leader, and a guy that a lot of kids can look up to. Ray Roglin and the Roglin family have been a big component in the success of Snohomish baseball, and they've been very vocal and great leaders in our community, and this kid embodies that with what he does and all the sports that he's involved in, as well as what he does in the classroom in our community. And that winner is Dylan Schwartzmiller. Congrats, Dylan. The next award is the Charlie Poyer Hustle Award. Charlie Poyer was a guy that coached in our program for a number of years. He also was a guy who developed the 9-man base running drill, but he was a guy that was running all over the field, communicating, being inspiring, talking to guys about relentless effort throughout their time being part of Snohomish baseball. And we select a kid who really embodies that in our program, and that winner is Josh McCabe. Congrats, Josh. Okay, here are our final 5 awards. First up is our Defensive MVP. This is a guy who only made 1 error on the season, guy playing in the middle infield, started at second base, eventually finished out the year at shortstop and did a tremendous job. That winner is Dylan Schwartzmiller. Congrats, Dylan. Okay, next award winner is our Dave Sison Courageous, Dedicated, and Committed Award. Dave Sison coached on our JV team for a number of years and was an outstanding individual. He was a guy who passed away a few years ago due to cancer, and a guy who was fully committed to our program, was there every day, was there early, would give guys extra BP at the end of days or just work with them defensively, and a guy who did it the right way. And we think we want to select someone who really embodied that as an individual, their commitment to the game, their commitment to off the field academics and character things. And Solomon Heineman is the winner of that. Congrats, Sol. Next up is our varsity most improved player, a guy that, like I talked about before, worked while he waited and improved as a defender, improved as a hitter, improved as an individual throughout his time in Snohomish baseball. And that winner is Braden Craig. Congrats, Braden. Next guy is for Varsity Offense of Mvp. This is a guy who just performed tremendously and had a great season, hit .431. I think he had 8 doubles, 2 RBIs, and I think 18 ribeye steaks. So a guy who had a tremendous year and just was feared throughout our lineup. I think at the end of the year, he really, rose to the occasion, was a guy who just, every time he came up, you felt good about the situation. But Gage Keene, congratulations on a great season being our varsity MVP offensively. The next award is for our Varsity Pitching Mvp, and this kid had a season that I have never seen before at the high school level. I've been a part of high school baseball for over 10 years now, and Cale Hammer, you had an incredible year. You were 7-1 with a .27 ERA. You set the strikeout record in our program with 94 strikeouts and 50 in a third inning, almost 2 an inning. Only had 22 walks, and it was a season that I've never seen before from a pitcher. It was absolutely incredible to watch, and your future's bright, bud. But congrats, Cale, on being our pitching MVP. So that ends it for our awards and for our banquet. I want to thank everybody. Obviously this is a different way that we're doing this year, but just with, some of the commitments that guys have for Select Baseball, it just was how it had to be this year. All these awards, as well as some folders, I'll be up at the baseball field tomorrow from 2:45 to 3:30. If guys want to stop by to pick up their plaques, they can stop right by, and I'll hook them up with that. But once again, reach out if you have any questions. I just want to thank everybody once again for a great season. I'm very proud to be the head coach of this program. I'm very proud to work with all of you. Have a great night.